Creating your footer pages. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create your footer pages for your website, and we're going to be doing that using the NPC Site Builder. Now, the pages that I recommend that you create include an About page, a Privacy page, a Terms page, and Contact Us. Those are the core footer pages that I will usually create for my websites. Footer pages are important because, number one, they lend credibility to your site. Users will see that these pages are there, and it helps them feel more comfortable with your site if they know a little bit about you, for instance, if they know you have a privacy policy, and if they can see that you have an easy way for them to contact you. They're also important for search engines. Search engines like Google like to see that these pages are there because, again, it adds legitimacy to your site and makes your site a more trusted resource. So let's go ahead and we'll get into it, and I'll show you how to create your footer pages. So I've opened up my Niche Profit Classroom account, and what you want to do once you're inside is go to My Sites and then Site Dashboard. And then scrolling down a little bit, here's the domain that I'm working on, betafishlovers.com. And what you want to do at this stage is connect the Site Builder to your domain. Now I know we haven't talked too much yet about the NPC Site Builder. It's actually one of the most powerful pieces of software at NPC, and we'll be talking about it more in future videos in the classroom, especially when we get to the section on search engine optimization. The Site Builder will enable you to build very high quality authority websites. It will allow you to take the sites that you're building right now, which are essentially marketing funnel sites, and then turn them into authority sites. Now that's an optional step. You don't have to do that. You don't have to have authority sites in order to be very successful online, but it's an option, and the Site Builder will let you do that. But one of the things we're going to be using the Site Builder for now is creating your footer pages. So what you want to do at this stage is connect the Site Builder to your domain. So just click Connect next to the domain that you're working on, and it will take a second, and then it'll be connected. So that's essentially it. We can close that now. And now to work within the Site Builder and edit your site, just click on this Edit button, and that will launch the Site Builder for your particular website. All right, and when you open it up, you'll see an interface that looks like this, and the Site Builder is very powerful. It's very extensive. It does a lot of things. We invested a lot of time and resources into creating this software, and it is awesome, I have to say. But we're just going to be using it right now to do one very specific thing, and that's, again, to create our footer pages. So what we want to do here is let's actually go ahead, and I'll open up a notepad file, and just as a refresher here, and this applies whether you're an affiliate or a vendor, by the way, you just need these 4 pages right now: About, Privacy, Terms, and Contact Us. Okay, so again, those are the pages we need. So what I want to do is first let's add those pages. We'll do that first, and then once we've added those pages, we're going to delete all of these additional pages because we just don't need them right now. So go ahead and click Add Page, name the page. I'm going to call this About Us, and then choose the page type, and for this I'm going to choose AdSense. Now this is not an AdSense page, but I want a page that's a single column page. Okay, so for this particular page, so I'm going to click on AdSense and then create page. Let's go up here. This is the page I just created, About Us. So here it is, looks like this. Okay, so that's the first page that I wanted to create. Let's create our second page. We'll call this Privacy. And let's scroll down here. Yeah, we'll call this, actually, I'm going to call mine Privacy Policy. And I also want an AdSense style page for this as well, so I'll click on Create Page. All right, so there it is in the directory. We have 2 more pages to create: Terms, and I want an AdSense style page for this as well. Let's create that. And finally, Contact Us. Now there's a default Contact Us template that you can use here. So I'm going to click on Name Page. I'm going to call this Contact Us, and then the page type, I'm going to use this here, Contact Us. Okay, and click Create Page. Now, oops, it already exists. Does it? I didn't see it. Oh yeah, there it is over there on the left. Okay, so you don't need to create your Contact Us page. It's already there. So let's get rid of these additional pages now that we don't need. I'm going to start by clicking on AdSense. So I've clicked on it, and now right click and click delete, and that will delete the page. Here's my next one, affiliate. Don't need this for now. So I'll click on this, right click, delete, and just go through and delete all your pages. Takes a couple of minutes, but nothing too complicated here, just getting rid of what we don't need, trimming our page directory a little bit. And you can see as we're going through all of the different page templates that the Site Builder has included, and all the different kinds of pages and features that it allows you to have on your website. It's pretty incredible. I'm very, very proud of this piece of software, and it's enabled my team and my company to build some really awesome websites. Oops, I do not want to duplicate that. Let's go to article page, delete that. We're almost there. Try to speed this up a little bit. Okay. In fact, I'm going to pause this video so you don't have to watch. I'm going to finish deleting. I'll be right back. Okay, I finished deleting all of my excess pages, as you can see, and I'm left with About Us, Contact Us, Privacy Policy, and Terms. Now, About Us, Privacy Policy, and Terms are all single column pages, as you can see, but the Contact Us page is a page with a left content column and then a right sidebar as well. And what I want to do is remove some of these things in my sidebar that I don't want. So what I'll do for now is head up to Global Settings. And here are my global settings for my sidebar. And these are the different sidebar widgets that are included in my sidebar. Now don't worry if you're not sure what I mean by widgets, and just follow along and do what I'm showing you to do for now. And then later on in the course, there will be more detailed videos on how the Site Builder works with full explanations, etc., so that you can fully understand what's going on. So let's go ahead though, and what I want to do is get rid of these sidebar includes for now. So I'm just going to click this arrow to push them over to my available includes and basically move them out of the sidebar. So I'm doing this, just moving these out. And what you'll see when all is said and done, when that's complete, is if I go back to home and then go to my Contact Us page, you can see all those things are removed. Now, I may want to add one or two things back in towards the end of this video, but we'll come back to that. Okay, the next thing I'd like to do is get rid of my header links. You can see that you can create a top menu. Up here right now, Contact is the only one that's there. If we go to About Us, Contact is the only one that's there, but you can create a top menu that links up here with the Site Builder. We don't want to do that right now, so I'm going to go back up to Global Settings. Actually, no, I want to go over to Website Look and Feel. And then down here where it says Horizontal Navigation Bar, I'm going to click No. Okay. And now when I go back, you'll see that that navigation bar has been removed. Next up, if you have a header graphic that you'd like to add to your site that would appear up here, you can do that. You would go to Website Look and Feel, click on Custom Header Yes, and then upload your header image. But that's not really necessary, and I don't do that for most of my sites, so you don't need to do that. But just wanted to point out that's an option in case you would like to add a header. Now what I'd like to do is turn comments off for these pages because I don't want comments to be posted on my footer pages. We also call these admin pages, by the way. Footer pages are admin pages. The About, Contact Us, Privacy Terms, etc. So I don't want comments to be left on these pages, so I'm going to go to Page Settings and I'm going to turn comments off by clicking No, and then I'll click Save. And then we'll go back up and you'll see that the comments section is now gone. Now what I'd like to do is get rid of some of these excess elements on the page that I don't need. So I'll get rid of this. I'm going to leave my headline. I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of this image, get rid of that image, and get rid of this advert at the bottom. Oops. Oops. Popped them back up. Let's get rid of that. And get rid of any excess space at the bottom as well. And now let's save. So this page is fully prepared now. Oops, that popped back up for some reason. There we go. Okay, so this page is fully prepared. Let's move on to Contact Us. Let's see if we have to do anything with that one. No, Contact Us is fine for now. We'll come back to that. Let's prepare our privacy policy. Same thing, we'll get rid of some of these excess elements. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oops. In fact, let's turn our comments off first. Let's go to page settings, turn our comments off, go back to the editor. Now we'll start deleting. There we go. And I'm just hitting the delete button and the backspace button and save. We need to get rid of this up here. Now this can be a little tricky because sometimes the editor, as you can see, pops in. So what you need to do is kind of scroll down and then just put your cursor right here and then hit up on your keyboard and then just hit backspace repeatedly, or just hold backspace down, and that will eventually get rid of it. Let's save. Oops, see, it's still there. Let's push the up arrow again, backspace all that text. Okay, it's kind of annoying. We'll get that fixed. You may not have to deal with that. There we go. It's gone. You can see it's gone when the headline pops up a line. There we go. We'll see if we can get that fixed though before this video that you're watching now goes live, so you don't have to deal with that. But just in case you do, that's how to fix it. Okay, that looks good. Now let's go down to our terms and we'll do the exact same thing. So let's turn our comments off. Go back up. Let's get rid of these elements. Just hitting backspace on my keyboard. Go back up. Let's save that. We still have that there. Let's put our cursor there, arrow up, and then just backspace. Just hitting backspace on my keyboard repeatedly. And eventually, it will be gone. Save. Okay, not gone yet. Getting there. It's a bit tedious and a bit annoying, and again, we'll try to get this fixed before we go live with the builder. So let's save that. There we go. So our pages are now prepared. So now what we can do is drop in the actual real content that we want for these pages. So let's head back to our About Us page. We'll just start at the top of this menu here and work our way down. Click on About Us, and first off I'm going to enter my headline. So I'll change this to About Us and then save. And then down here I'm ready to type in my About Us content. Now as far as what to put here, it's really up to you. You just need maybe, between 1 and 3 paragraphs just explaining that your website was created to help other people in your given niche learn more about the subject matter they're interested in. Just kind of taking that and putting it into your own words. And just be genuine about it. Just say what your site is about. I mean, your site is a helpful resource that is all about helping people learn more about XYZ subject matter. So, take that idea and again, flesh that out into your own words. Now, I'm here at a sample About Us page. I'm here at my website, betafishcenter.com, on the About Us page, and I'm actually just going to take the content from this page because it's beta fish related content, and I'm building a site over here about beta fish. So I'm going to take the content here, I'm going to right click and copy, and let's paste it into a notepad file. I actually did this a little bit earlier. It's always good when you're copying things when you copy them over from one place, paste them into a notepad file, and then re-highlight everything and copy again, and then paste into wherever you want them to go, because sometimes if you don't do that, weird formatting and weird things can get carried over that you don't want. So I'm actually just going to delete this first paragraph, and then I'll just delete all this because I don't need it. And then I'll paste over this final paragraph here. Oops. Let's get rid of all that. Paste in. Now it looks like my formatting did get corrupted after all. So let's see why that happened. Let's just try pasting over this second paragraph here and see if that maintains it. It could be because of this. Looks like it might have been picking that up, but I'll delete. And you probably won't be copying and pasting from somewhere anyway, so you would just type in the content that you wanted. But here we go. Thank you for visiting. I'm going to call this Beta Fish Lovers. I started this website to help my fellow betta fish owners learn how to care for their bettas to keep them happy, healthy, and living for a very long time. This website contains resources to help with your tank, etc. Please have a look around, say hello in our forum. You probably won't be saying that because you don't have a forum yet, and neither do I on this website. So I'll just say please have a look around. We are so happy you joined us. Thank you, and I hope to see you hanging around here sometime. I look forward to chatting with you. I'm just going to remove that final line. And this is really all you need. You know, again, between 1 and 3 paragraphs of content explaining what your website's about. So I'm going to save that. And then we'll do our contact page last, actually. Let's move to privacy policy. And we'll change the headline here. Now, privacy policy, you have a couple different options here for your privacy policy. You can go online and you can purchase a stock privacy policy from a website. Like, I believe LegalZoom has stock privacy policies that you can purchase and use across all your sites. If you want to go that route, you can. I have a privacy policy over here on my betta fish site that I use across many of my niche sites. And I'm probably just going to go ahead and take this and use it on my other site. Now, you can feel free to do that as well. However, I'm not a lawyer and I don't want to give you any legal advice because that's not my place. So I'm not saying that this privacy policy is perfect for your website. It works for my websites, but it's really up to you where you get your privacy policy from. And a very good bet is using this one. Another good bet is using one over that you purchase, say, at LegalZoom.com. That's an option too. I wouldn't recommend just going to a random website and copying their privacy policy because what they say may not be applicable to you. So I'm going to take this and paste it into Notepad, and then take the whole thing and then paste it over here into my page. I'll do it over here in the second paragraph to maintain the formatting and get rid of all the additional stuff I don't need. Okay, it looks like it pasted in. I have quite a long privacy policy, as you can see. Now, my privacy policy that I'm pasting in is very specific to my betta fish website. So if you do this, you'll need to go in and replace all the instances of Betta Fish Center, for instance, instances where it mentions specific contact information. Here's the website again. Things like that, you'll need to go in and read this and replace them all. So that's important. So I'm going to save this. Now, one thing you can do with the builder to help speed things up is a find replace. So you could find all instances of bettafishcenter.com and replace them with instances of your website. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this and copy it, and then go up to the find icon, and it looks like it's already there. So I'm going to put that in, find bettafishcenter.com, replace with bettafishlovers.com, and we'll go ahead and click replace all. And it says 16 occurrences replaced. Okay, great. Close, save. And you can see that it replaced it, Betta Fish Lovers, Betta Fish Lovers. Now, it may have missed certain areas. You should still go through because there's things like case. Now, if I go back, you can see it says match case, match whole word, match cyclic. Checking that should catch them all, but just go through and double check, because sometimes, there may be, instead of putting Betta Fish Center, instead of putting bettafishcenter.com, I may have put Betta Fish Center. I'm not sure. Go through and double check and make sure. I'm going to go ahead, go down. I'm going to change this email address to the one that I'm using for this site. There we go. We'll save that in just a second. Okay, I think I caught all the instances though, so I'm going to leave it at that for my privacy policy and save that. And now I'm going to go down to my terms. I also recommend having a terms page. It's another legal page that will add a layer of protection for your site. Same thing with privacy policy. You can use the terms over here on bettafishcenter.com, or you can elect to find your own by purchasing a terms page, say at LegalZoom. Again, I don't recommend taking terms from a random website, as they may not be, again, applicable to you. So I'm going to take this, and paste it into Notepad. And again, make sure that you are reading this information and not just pasting it in, because you may need to make modifications. So I'm going to get rid of that, get rid of all the excess at the bottom. There we go. And we'll save this. And you can see that there are instances of betafishcenter.com. So I'm going to take that and do a find replace. Quick replace all. 20 occurrences, okay. Save that. And I would, of course, again, do a full sweep through when time allowed to make sure that everything was applicable. I believe that's all you'll need to do is a find replace on that, but again, read it through. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to optimizing these pages. So let's go back up to About Us, and this is the next step that you'll want to take. Go ahead and go to Page Settings, and in Anchor Text Location, be sure to select Footer like that, because you want these pages to be linked from your footer. And you'll see when we do a final publish why I'm having you make these settings, but for now, select Footer. Under Make Homepage, make sure that's to No. And then you want to enter your meta tags. For your title, just put About Us, and then you don't really need a description and keywords tag for this page. So that's it for the settings there. Go ahead and click Save. Oh, you will also need a few more things actually before we move on. Anchor text, go ahead and put to About Us. That's the anchor text that's going to show up in your footer. So click Save, and page URL, I'm going to change to about-us, like that, .html. And the reason I'm using hyphens is because I used hyphens with my other pages that I've created thus far, with my opt-in page and my sales page. So if you had used underscores with those pages, you could use an underscore here, or you could also just do About Us like that. I'm going to do about-us and do Save. And that's it for this page. Let's go back to the editor. Everything looks good. Let's move on to Contact Us now. Now for your Contact Us page, what we have here is a contact form that is already functional. You just need to tell it where to email the information that the person fills out. So if you go to Page Settings, let's do a couple things. Let's change our anchor text to Contact Us. We want it to link in the footer. My page URL is already set at contact-us. That's good. Make homepage no. Let's make the title Contact Us. Remove your description and keywords information. And then it's saying, where do you want your contact form submissions emailed to, essentially. So specify an email address to receive all contact form submissions. I'm going to enter betafishloversadam@gmail.com. You would want to enter whatever email address it is that you're using for your site, and then specify a thank you page to send users to after a contact form submission. If no thank you page is added, the site builder will use the default. I'm just going to go ahead and let it use the default for now. Okay, so let's save that, and let's move on to privacy policy. And we'll go to Page Settings. Make sure home page is to No. Anchor text privacy policy. We want to link from the footer. We're going to get rid of that underscore and put a hyphen. I'll change my meta tag to privacy policy. Remove the description, remove the keywords. That's it. Let's save that. And then one more page, which is our terms. Almost finished. Anchor text terms, page URL terms is fine. Make homepage no, link from the footer. Meta tags, terms, delete that, and click Save. Let's go back to our editor now. And what you can see if we go down to our footer is that by clicking that footer box that we clicked earlier and entering the correct anchor text, added these pages to our footer, which is where we want them. And that's it for this. Now what you can do at this stage is go ahead and close the site builder. You're finished creating your pages, and you're finished modifying them and making sure they're optimized. So you can go ahead and close the site builder, and then head back to your Niche Profit Classroom account. And the next step is actually to add those footer pages, or at least links to those footer pages, to the rest of your pages, to your opt-in page and your sales page if you have one, and the other pages you've created with the NPC software. So we'll do that in the next video.